The Grand Canyon, a place where the land itself seems to breathe, echoing with the stories of eons past, a vast chasm carved into the heart of the American Southwest. It stands as one of the most awe-inspiring landscapes on Earth. Its scale is immense, stretching 277 miles long and reaching a depth of over a mile, so vast that it almost defies comprehension. The canyon's beauty is, honestly, just breathtaking. At sunrise and sunset, the rocks glow with a fiery brilliance, painting the sky with color. Layers of colorful rock reveal millions of years of Earth's history, each stratum a chapter in the planet's ancient story. There's a sense of mystery that really hangs in the air, especially when morning mist drifts through the canyon, softening its rugged edges. How did this natural wonder come to be? What forces shaped these cliffs and valleys over countless millennia? The canyon whispers its story, a tale written in stone where every layer holds secrets of ancient worlds and vanished creatures. The Colorado River flows at the bottom, a ribbon of turquoise that has patiently sculpted the canyon. Was the Colorado River the only force that created this miraculous place? It almost seems impossible that this river, winding and persistent, could have carved such a massive canyon, but its power is undeniable. The canyon's walls are a tapestry of colors, shifting and changing with the light, each hue telling a different part of the story. Red, orange, yellow, and brown layers tell of ancient seas, deserts, and forests, reminders of worlds that existed long before us. The Grand Canyon is a monument to time, a living record of the Earth's ever-changing face. It reminds us that we are, honestly, just a small part of a much larger story, one that began long before us and will continue long after we are gone. Most geologists tell us the Grand Canyon is incredibly old, a place where time itself is etched into stone. But do all have the same view? They estimate the canyon's age at around 5 to 6 million years, but the story of its rocks, they say, could stretch back even further. Some layers are claimed to be nearly 2 billion years old. To understand how scientists arrived at these astonishing numbers, we really have to delve into the fascinating world of geological dating, where science meets detective work. The rocks themselves hold the key to unlocking their age, each layer a chapter in Earth's ancient history, waiting to be read. Radiometric dating is a crucial tool for geologists, allowing them to peer back through unimaginable spans of time. This method utilizes the natural decay of radioactive isotopes within minerals found in the rocks, a process that happens at a predictable rate. These isotopes act like tiny clocks, ticking away at a steady rate, marking the passage of millions of years with every atomic change. By carefully measuring the ratio of parent isotopes to their daughter products, scientists can calculate the precise age of the rock, revealing when it first formed. Importantly, carbon dating is not used for dating rocks this old, despite its popularity in archaeology and paleontology. Carbon dating is only effective for dating organic materials like bones or wood, up to around 50,000 years old, far too recent for the Grand Canyon's ancient stones. The Grand Canyon's rocks are far too ancient for this method, standing as silent witnesses to the deep history of our planet, their true ages revealed only through the power of radiometric dating. The Grand Canyon is not just a geological marvel, it is also a living archive of Earth's ancient history, preserved in stone. Hidden within its towering walls and deep crevices lies a treasure trove of fossils, each one a silent witness to a world long gone. These remnants of ancient life are scattered throughout the canyon's layers, waiting to be discovered by those who know where to look. They provide invaluable clues about the environments that existed here millions of years ago, revealing how dramatically the landscape has changed. Each layer of rock holds a different chapter in the canyon's story, like pages in a book written by time itself. Fossils of marine creatures, such as trilobites and brachiopods, are found in some of the oldest layers, dating back over 500 million years. These fossils tell us that the area was once submerged beneath a shallow sea, teeming with life that is now long extinct. As we move up through the layers, the types of fossils change, reflecting the shifting climates and habitats over eons. We find evidence of ancient swamps, lush forests, and even arid deserts, all preserved in stone for us to study today. These fossils paint a vivid and ever-changing picture of the Grand Canyon's long and dynamic past, showing us how life and landscape have evolved together. They are a testament to the power of life to adapt and evolve over vast stretches of time, reminding us of the incredible story written in the rocks beneath our feet. Not everyone agrees with the scientific explanation for the Grand Canyon's formation. Some believe the canyon is much younger, formed rapidly during a catastrophic global flood. This view, known as flood geology, is rooted in a literal interpretation of biblical texts. Young Earth creationists point to certain features of the canyon as evidence for their perspective. They argue that the flat layers of rock suggest rapid deposition of sediment. Additionally, they point to folded rock formations as evidence of soft sediment being bent before it hardened. These observations, they believe, contradict the slow, gradual processes favored by mainstream geology. The flood, they propose, carved the canyon in a matter of days or weeks, not millions of years. You know, both sides of the debate actually agree on one thing: water played a crucial role in shaping the Grand Canyon. The real disagreement, though, lies in the timescale and, well, the nature of the water's action. Mainstream geologists see the Colorado River as the primary architect, arguing that the river, over millions of years, slowly eroded the rock, carving the canyon we see today. Flood geologists, on the other hand, envision a single catastrophic flood event. They believe this flood had the power to carve the canyon in a short amount of time. The debate over the Grand Canyon's formation really highlights a fundamental difference in how evidence is interpreted. It also underscores just how important it is to consider multiple perspectives in scientific inquiry. Dr. Hugh Ross, an astrophysicist and Christian apologist, is known for bridging science and faith. Drawing from his books A Matter of Days and Navigating Genesis, Ross argues that the Grand Canyon's ancient age, spanning millions of years, actually supports a purposeful, divinely guided creation. He sees the canyon's ordered geological processes, sedimentation, tectonics, and erosion, not as random accidents but as evidence of intentional design. Ross embraces both an old Earth timeline and his faith, interpreting the Hebrew word yom in Genesis as long epics, rather than literal 24-hour days. This allows the biblical creation account to fit the canyon's immense timescale. He harmonizes scientific evidence like radiometric dating and fossils with scripture, arguing that deep time actually supports a theistic model of creation. According to Ross, Earth's long history, including the formation of the Grand Canyon, was designed to prepare a habitable planet for humans, reflecting God's ongoing provision. He contrasts this with young Earth views, stressing that the canyon's layers and erosion require millions of years, evidence of a methodical divine process rather than a recent catastrophic event. For Ross, the Grand Canyon's age and structure are powerful evidence of God's deliberate, progressive creation, fully consistent with both Genesis and geology. He views the flood narrative as a symbolic representation of God's power and judgment, not a literal explanation for the canyon's formation. While not universally accepted, Ross's approach highlights the possibility of reconciling seemingly disparate viewpoints. It encourages dialogue and deeper understanding between the scientific and religious communities. Ross's perspective ultimately sees the Grand Canyon as a testament to God's intentional, progressive creation, where science and scripture tell a unified story. The debate over the Grand Canyon's formation is, at its core, a clash of worldviews. On one hand, there's a scientific perspective that's based on empirical evidence and rigorous testing. This worldview prioritizes observation, experimentation, and the pursuit of natural explanations for natural phenomena. On the other hand, there's a faith-based perspective that relies on religious texts and interpretations as sources of truth. This worldview often sees the natural world as evidence of a creator's handiwork and interprets events through a lens of divine intervention. The Grand Canyon, with its awe-inspiring beauty and mysterious origins, really becomes a battleground for these competing narratives. The Grand Canyon stands as a testament to the power of both nature and human curiosity. Its sheer scale and grandeur are honestly humbling, reminding us of our place in the vastness of time and space. The debate over its formation, while sometimes contentious, reflects our innate desire to understand the world around us. Whether we view the canyon through a scientific or religious lens, its impact is undeniable. It inspires awe, wonder, and a profound sense of connection to something far greater than ourselves. The Grand Canyon's legacy is one of ongoing discovery, both scientific and spiritual. It reminds us that the pursuit of knowledge and meaning is really an endless journey and that, sometimes, the greatest mysteries are the most enduring.